What if the truth about Will Smith's private life was darker than anyone imagined? It's the story everyone's whispering about, but no one can say for sure. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, one of Hollywood's most famous power couples, have long projected an image of a strong, united family. But behind the red carpet smiles and Hollywood glamour, a swirl of rumors and controversies suggests there might be more to the Smiths' story than meets the eye. From their son Jaden's puzzling public moments, to Diddy exposing Will of indulging in freak-offs in multiple hotels, and to explosive claims by industry insiders, the Smith family saga has taken some bizarre turns. What's really going on behind closed doors? Buckle up. This journey through the Smiths' secret saga is filled with mystery, allegation, and jaw-dropping twists. Jaguar Wright, a name that, if you've been following celebrity gossip lately, you've definitely heard. Jaguar Wright is an R&B singer who, in recent years, has transformed into something of an industry whistleblower. She has made a series of explosive claims about many big-name celebrities, and the Smiths are no exception. In Jaguar's telling, the Smith household hides dark secrets that make the open marriage talk look tame. Speaking in online interviews and live streams with an unfiltered, take-no-prisoner style, Jaguar has alleged truly shocking things about Will, Jada, and their circle. Perhaps the most jaw-dropping claim? She alleges that Will Smith has not only had secret relationships with other people, but that some of those people were men, and not just any men. According to Jaguar, Will has been cheating on Jada with a so-called harem of boy toys. Yes, you heard that right. Jaguar flat-out claims that Will Smith, the Fresh Prince himself, has a group of young male partners on the side. She paints Jada not as the only one with extramarital dalliances, like August Alsina, but implies Will might have a double life of his own. But Jaguar didn't stop there. In one particularly wild accusation, she brought Will and Jada's children and Diddy into the mix. During a viral interview segment, Jaguar claimed that Will Smith gave young stars, including his own son Jaden, singer August Alsina, and actor Bryshire Gray, to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, essentially serving them up for corrupt purposes. In other words, Jaguar suggested that Will willingly exposed Jaden and these other young men to Diddy's notorious lifestyle, essentially sacrificing them to the Hollywood Predator Club. It's an outrageous claim, so outrageous that many find it hard to take seriously, but the mere fact it was voiced out loud was enough to send the internet into a frenzy of speculation and outrage. Fans were left asking, could any of this possibly be true? Or is Jaguar Wright simply spinning dark fantasies? For their part, Will and Jada have not directly responded to Jaguar Wright's specific accusations. It appears they've chosen to ignore her statements publicly, perhaps to avoid giving them any more oxygen. Indeed, many observers caution that Jaguar's claims should be taken with a huge grain of salt. She's made a lot of incendiary statements about various celebrities, some of which verge on conspiracy theory. Still, her stories have tapped into a vein of suspicion about the Hollywood elite. And unfortunately for the Smiths, her dramatic claims have only further convinced some people that where there's smoke, there's fire. While Jaguar Wright is an outsider looking in, another figure from Will Smith's inner circle stepped forward with his own set of bombshells. Meet brother Bilal, a man who claims to have been Will Smith's personal assistant and close friend for over 40 years. If Jaguar's stories sounded like far-fetched gossip, Bilal's claims hit closer to home because he insists he witnessed some of these secret goings-on firsthand. In a tell-all interview, which quickly went viral in late 2023, brother Bilal alleged that he once walked in on Will Smith engaged in an intimate act with actor Dwayne Martin. Dwayne Martin, for context, is a longtime friend of Will's and a fellow actor. The idea that he and Will were secretly lovers sent shockwaves through the fandom. According to Bilal, this incident happened years ago, and he implies it was not a one-time thing. He suggested that he had been covering for Will's secrets for decades, but now he was tired of living a lie. In his interview, notably with blogger Tasha K, known for unearthing celebrity dirt, Bilal didn't mince words. He painted a picture of Will Smith as someone hiding his true self from the public, with an inner circle that enabled the secrecy. Bilal even said he's done lying for him, implying that he had actively helped keep Will's private life under wraps until their relationship soured. But unlike the Jaguar Wright claims, the Smiths did address this one head-on. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, through their representatives, vehemently denied Bilal's story and didn't hold back in their rebuttal. Jada went on a popular radio show and called Bilal's allegation ridiculous ridiculous and nonsense, flatly stating there was no truth to the idea that Will had an intimate relationship with Dwayne Martin. The Smiths also revealed that brother Bilal was an embittered former associate. According to Jada, Bilal had worked on Will's biography and felt underpaid and had previously tried to extort money from them in a shakedown. In an almost cinematic turn, the Smiths were essentially saying that brother Bilal is lying for clout and cash. Either way, the saga had now escalated to a new level. Former friends spilling alleged secrets, legal threats flying, and the Smiths' carefully curated image taking hit after hit. And believe it or not, there was still another figure to consider in this web of rumors, one who had been lurking in the background of these stories: Sean Diddy Combs. It might seem random to drag Sean Diddy Combs, the hip-hop mogul also known as Puff Daddy, into the Smith family drama, but Diddy's name keeps popping up in these rumors like a ghost at the feast. Why? Because for years, Diddy himself has been surrounded by whispers of wild, secretive parties and salacious behavior among Hollywood elites, and somehow the Smiths got tangentially tied into those whispers. In late 2024, Diddy was hit with a series of shocking accusations and legal troubles of his own. But amid Diddy's scandal, internet gossip started dragging Will Smith's name into the mix, suggesting he might have been involved in Diddy's secret exploits. What evidence was there? Largely, it was guilt by association. Will Smith and Diddy have been friendly for years. They've been photographed together, attended the same events, and run in similar circles as influential black entertainers. According to some reports, Will was even a regular guest at Diddy's infamous parties over the years. When old footage resurfaced in 2024 of Will Smith being playful with Jada, even trying to kiss his son on the lips in a goofy dad moment, internet sleuths somehow linked it to Diddy's scandal. It sounds far-fetched, but the narrative went like this. Diddy is being accused of running depraved parties with younger folks. Will is friends with Diddy and has had some questionable moments, like that awkward kiss video. Therefore, maybe Will was part of those freak-off parties too. The friendship between Diddy and Will was suddenly cast in a sinister light, with speculation that Will might have had a role in or at least knowledge of Diddy's alleged misdeeds. In December 2024, during a live show in San Diego, Will addressed the audience directly about the wild gossip. With a mix of frustration and humor, he made it crystal clear he has nothing to do with Diddy's alleged freak-offs. "I just want to say this very clearly," Will announced to the crowd. "I don't have anything to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes." In typical Will Smith fashion, he even cracked a joke out of it, referencing a bizarre detail from Diddy's case where police allegedly seized 1,000 bottles of baby oil from Diddy's home. Yes, that was a real detail in court documents. Will quipped, "I don't even like baby oil." But behind the joking tone was a serious message. Whatever Diddy is accused of, keep Will Smith's name out of it. He swore up and down that he'd never been to a freak-off and had never been anywhere near that man's stuff. So, what are we to make of all this? After diving through the rumors, controversies, and speculation, we're left with a mix of feelings, astonishment, skepticism, and maybe a bit of sadness. Some of the stories are likely exaggerated or false, others have a kernel of truth, and a few are confirmed reality. The challenge is knowing which is which. But one thing's for sure, this is one Hollywood story that has everyone talking, and we simply can't look away. What comes next for Will, Jada, and their family? Only time will tell, and you can bet the world will be watching, hungry for the next twist in this saga of rumors, revelations, and the enigmatic reality of Hollywood's elite. But until then, all we have are the stories, the denials, and the whispers, and the hope that eventually the truth will set them free.